earning the highest GPA among his classmates, he stood out whenever kicking a soccer ball and strumming a guitar. His speed and agility on the soccer field flummoxed many a defender, including those he faced in the student-faculty soccer game this spring. I include myself in that group. His musical talent delighted the student body at our annual St. Cecilia Festival. A young man of few words, Matthias earned the respect of his friends and teachers alike for his sincerity and his character. Last summer, Matthias put his artistic talents to the service of the church in helping to restore a beautiful chapel in Manassas. And on weekends, he could often be found working at an organic chicken farm. The second of 9 children, Matthias will attend the University of Virginia in the fall. It is a privilege to introduce to the valedictorian of the senior class 2016, Matthias Cueto.
Welcome, fellow graduates, families, friends, students, faculty, board members, and distinguished guests to the graduation of Chelsea Academy's class of 2016. Thank you for your support in being here today and helping bring us to this point. And I would like to extend a special greeting and word of thanks to our commencement speaker today, and a seminal figure in Chelsea history, Mrs. Clark, on her truly triumphant return to the school she helped found. It was a pleasure to have you with us today. Now, I never actually had Mrs. Clark for class. I was a sophomore in the last year here, but I would often pass her in the hallways, and every time this happened, she would say, "Hello, Matthias." And I, true to form, wouldn't say anything. Until one day, my brother came up to me and told me, "Mrs. Clark says you need to say hi more." So from that point on, every time she said hello to me, I would greet her in return. And now when anyone greets me in the hallway, I say hello, even when I don't know why. Mrs. Clark, your influence has reached farther than you know. We have gathered here today to celebrate a momentous occasion, the finishing and fulfillment of high school for a select group of individuals. And not just from any high school, but Chelsea Academy. I must emphasize that this is a select group of individuals that have persevered to the end and are now graduating as part of the class of 2016. During and before my time here at Chelsea, many faces from various backgrounds have come and gone from this somewhat nebulous and ill-defined class. Correctly naming everyone who had ever been in the class was universally acknowledged as a daunting question in this year's senior jeopardy. Last year, our class numbered 13. At the start of this academic year, there were 7 students remaining, 3 of which had not attended Chelsea for all of high school. The rest had attendance in 6th grade. We were actually supposed to set the record as the smallest graduating class in Chelsea history. Unfortunately, the arrival of Lucy Five in January put that record out of our class. Despite the fast and loose nature of membership over the past several years, our class has developed a definite character. And I think it is best described as one of adventure. For the 2016 seniors, everything is an adventure or can be turned into one. For example, the class of 2016 does not simply attend the spring formal like everyone else. We want to go golfing in our formal wear beforehand. And if cold and rainy weather prevents us from doing so, it does not prevent us from going swimming instead, in that same weather. And if a fellow senior's birthday happens to be the same day of the formal, we do not and will not settle for just singing happy birthday between songs. We buy him a cake. And not just any cake, but one with a horrific picture of his face on it. And make sure everyone gets to see it. If, according to G.K. Chesterton, an adventure is an inconvenience rightly considered, the class of 2016 revels in creating inconvenience. From daily stealing Michael Charms' backpack, to charging into Mr. Brandt's office and demanding our lockers be moved. And I think what defines all our class exploits is a dynamic of unity. What sets a community or group of individuals apart is when people with different backgrounds, tastes, and talents can come together and collaborate in such a way as to create a whole new, unique environment. And I think the class of 2016 has done this in an incredible way. In everything we do, in every adventure we undertake, we want everyone to show up, making sure everyone has a chance to be included. Because if that's not the case, for us the experience is incomplete. There's something missing. The reason we charged into Mr. Brand's office was because our lockers had not been placed together in the same locker room, which for us was not optional. There was a time when our class planned to eat out for lunch and another classmate and I could not attend. To atone for our absence, our classmates drew pictures, but very primitive pictures, of our faces on napkins, and took a photo which they showed us later. I wish I had been there. The result of this dynamic of unity within our class is that the environment or atmosphere, so to speak, of the class of 2016 is so integrated that each member is essential to its existence. Even our newest classmate, Lucy, who has only been with us for a semester, has become an indispensable senior. More than just a lucky correspondence of complementing personalities, I think that stands as a testament to the spirit and ways of the class of 2016. I would be remiss if in speaking about our class and its adventures, I did not mention the larger context in which it all took place, namely Chelsea Academy and the gifted community that sustains it. At Chelsea, there is a constant desire to discover and share truth and what is right. Something I have come to appreciate while attending Chelsea Academy is the subtlety and profoundness of truth, whose discovery cannot be achieved through merely superficial examination and consideration. From digesting great works of literature and poetry in English class with Mr. Siegel, to getting the inside scoop on the development of the Western world in history class with Dr. Slacky, to discussing the beautiful intricacies of our Catholic faith in religion class with Mr. Fernandez, the understanding Chelsea Academy has afforded us is invaluable and life-changing. And in a way, I think our class's sense of adventure stems from this understanding, from having a better grasp of the world around us and what is truly important. The final charge I give to my fellow Chelsea Academy seniors of 2016, and this may be slightly hypocritical coming from someone who at times might have best been described as only a timid participant in our exploits, is that as you continue on the adventure that is your own life, keep doing crazy and inconvenient things, and the world will be a more welcoming and ultimately a better understood place for them to live. And in closing, I would like to invite my fellow graduates to join me in thanking our parents for helping bring us to this point in our lives.